What's up, fam? Bam. Thank you, ma'am. I was just sitting here. I just had a wonderful breakfast. It was actually leftovers, but there's this place where I live. Oh my gosh, the breakfast there is just freaking phenomenal, gourmet, if you may. I ain't never had it. It makes no sense for pancakes to taste that good. I always like, oh, Cracker Barrel got the best. Man, Cracker Barrel ain't got shit on my new spot. But anyway, fam, we are here just to tap in to see what messages come through. You feel me? You feel me? And speaking of, the song that I was sitting here singing, I know I can't sing, y'all, but I love to do it. So y'all finna get these vocals. But that escape song. Clap my hands, stomp my feet, every little thing that you do to me feels so good, feels so good. Clap my hands, stomp my feet, and then, so is there some good things coming in for us? You know what I'm saying? It says surrender to the divine, surrender to the divine full moon energy. Okay, a fiery climax approaches when you surrender to the divine. You feel me? The end of a tough cycle approaches. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Oh, yes. Bottom of the deck, believe in the impossible. So, y'all probably have been dealing with some situations, dealing with a certain person or whatever. But Spirit says surrender to the divine. Know that a fiery climax approaches, so things may get a little heated. Things may get real. Sometimes life stings, but Spirit wants you to know that this will be the last time you have to go through this with this person as the end of a tough cycle approaches. You feel me? We have pivot. So Spirit said pivot and surrender to the divine. Yes, you may want to fight back. You may want to stand up for yourself. But Spirit says pivot. And it says fiery climax approaches. It says release. Release. You don't have to engage in the fiery part. You know what I'm saying? You can let this person be in that fiery climax by themselves. Don't feed into their energy. And it says bravery. The end of a tough cycle approaches. So I feel like, again, Spirit wants you to surrender to the divine in a situation. Stand up for yourself. Say what it is that you have to say. But it takes bravery and courage to surrender. It takes strength. How about that? I'll say it takes strength to be brave. It takes strength to surrender to the divine when you want to smack a motherfucker upside the head. You know what I'm saying? So we got pause coming out underneath the pivot. So again, I feel like Spirit is saying, do not do not allow this person to provoke your emotions like that. Take a pause, pivot, surrender the situation to the divine. This person may be coming at you all kinds of crazy, but just release it, and have compassion. Oh my goodness. Have compassion for that person because they have a negative entity attached to them, perhaps, that is making them act this way. So there's no need for you to allow yourself to get distracted and fall victim, or allow this person to take any more of your time, because protect at the bottom of the deck. You are protected. There's no use fighting this person, because again, they have an entity within them. So it's just going to be a cycle of arguing. But like we said here, an end of a tough cycle approaches. You know, have compassion for that person. The next card in this series of cards, this row of cards, is focus. You know, have compassion for that person, but refocus on your goals and your dreams, because underneath that we have detach, right? So you have to detach from this person. But you know, I kind of got ahead of myself. So we have give coming out underneath, um, clarifying, pivot and pause, give. And then we have jump in and detach, right? So surrender to the divine. Give this situation over to the divine. You know, when it comes to the fiery climax, release it. You know, look at this person with compassion. Jump full in to the energy of compassion instead of jumping full in into the triggering that this person may try to invoke within you. Oh my goodness, all of these cards are full moon cards. So we have full moon here, we have full moon in Aries, and full moon in Capricorn. So you could be dealing with an Aries or a Capricorn. Don't have to be. But there's definitely a lot of full moon energy, a lot of energy of things coming into reality. Like there's a lot that you are manifesting. So I feel like that's another reason why Spirit, the first message out, Spirit wants to make sure that you pivot out of negativity and refocus on positivity, because you are in a spiritual turbocharge. So the things that you think, you manifest them quickly. You know, so you want to detach as quickly as possible. You want to detach and pivot from any trouble that's going on. Jump fully into compassion so that you can release it, you know, mentally and emotionally. Have compassion for this person. See the bigger picture. Take the pause and see the bigger picture. You know, there's no need for you to be defensive because you're protected. Okay, and underneath this, the protect card is receive. Open yourself up to receive this protection by believing in it and know that you deserve it. And just know that it is. You know, you don't have to allow this person to play with your emotions and try to run mind games on them. You know how you defeat that? By detaching, just completely detaching from this person. You know, they can sit and talk and cry and fuss and lie all they want. When you're detached from them, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, it doesn't matter what they say because you don't care what they think. You know, you just truly don't care. And look, the cut down card came out over detach. Bottom of the deck is Cupid's arrow. I feel like Spirit is allowing you to release this person so that your love, true love, can come. It says love is coming. You're about to be struck by love. A surprise invitation, and just having faith. Again, with the protect card. Have faith that you're protected. Have faith and know that everything that has happened for a reason, and that it is not in vain. We have Coffee Cup coming out with the pivot card. Again, when a person tries to trigger you, and possibly you do get triggered, and there's an argument back and forth, or whatever exchange of energies, of harsh words, just know that that is not healthy. It's not going to yield anything possible. So the best thing to do is to surrender it, to pivot, you know. Pivot your energy into something that brings you joy and happiness. You know, maybe go out with a friend and meet with a friend and talk and converse and just revel in that energy of love, because again, you're in a spiritual turbocharge. So your thoughts are manifesting quickly, and you want to experience, make sure you surround yourself with loving people and loving experiences and really savor the moment, because you want to make it last forever and Know that I'm loving. And then I don't know no words to most of them. You know, we don't know no words to the songs. We gonna give you a good humorization on the words we don't know. But so we have love coming out over this release card. Okay, again, release this person, release the urge to want to argue back and forth with this person. Like, no, you good on that, because again, you need to release the drama so that true love can come in. Releasing it, that is showing yourself unconditional love. Every time I seen the unconditional love word or phrase or whatever come up, I always think about giving that unconditional love to other people. But you have to give yourself that unconditional love as well. You know, forgive yourself for, dealing with people who treat you wrongly and stay around. But again, this is part of you showing yourself unconditional love. This is part of you promoting and practicing what you preach in regard to self-love and wholeness. You know, being able to walk away from those things that make you feel fragmented and not full, whole, or worthy. You know, not accepting anything less than affection and attraction and selflessness from partners and people that, or just, it doesn't have to be romantic, just anyone that you allow in your space. You know, they need to be able to comprehend what love is. So we got the self-love, self-worth card energy coming out here with self-indulgence. This is coming out with bravery. Okay, the end of a tough cycle approaches. You've been brave. You've been a warrior. So now it's time to treat yourself, to heal. Time to heal is what's on here. Self-worth and value. All of this has elevated your self-worth and your self-value, and then we have self-appreciation here. So show yourself that you appreciate yourself. Like, go out, pamper yourself, go out to eat, get a foot massage, get a full body massage, totally up to you. Coming out with pause, it's old school. It's like, and this card says old school, outdated thinking, conditioning, playing events over in your head. Spirit says pause, because remember, you are in the energy of manifestation. That's the reason why Spirit says pivot and surrender it to the divine, because you got a lot riding on your energy at this time when it comes to, you magnetizing your heart's desire to you. You got to get over that outdated thinking and conditioning. But also, I feel like this pause is for you to, again, help open yourself up to the compassion. We got dragonfly over that, and for me, the dragonfly cards always represents your ancestors and such. This dragonfly card has lighthearted and adapt. Again, having compassion for this person will allow you to remain lighthearted, even through the truth that is coming out, because it says things coming to light to heal. Again, this is no matter what direction you take, like I've been saying in a few readings, any choice you make is the right choice, because in each choice that you make, there is a lesson that is there to promote the healing of your soul. There's soul growth, spiritual growth. There are tests and exams or whatever to help you strengthen your spiritual muscle. So there's never no wrong turn. And so if you look at it from that perception, you can have more grace for yourself, more grace for other people, more compassion for other people, that may be stuck in outdated thinking or conditioning, right? You got to have compassion for those people, because again, they may have an entity on them or whatever that is not allowing them to truly do the work. So over the focus card, we got not today. Again, it says the end of a tough cycle approaches. But if you allow this person to trigger you, that's why we have bravery here. I feel it takes, in self-worth, bravery. Don't allow this person to tempt you into a physical altercation, because that is below you. A person that feels like they have to handle things with violence is not worthy of your time. They are not on your mental or emotional or spiritual um, level. They don't have that capacity. And to do the shadow work, to really face the shadow work, to face their shadow, you know. So when this person comes with the BS, you got to tell them not today, you know. Set up those boundaries. Again, say what you got to say. We're not avoiding conversations or not try to deal with the situation. Now, that's what these other people are doing. They definitely are refusing to look at the man in the mirror. But, you know, Spirit wants you to also have faith and remember and to believe that nothing, believe, it says believe in the impossible, and underneath that is expect a powerful change. Believe in the impossible and expect a powerful change. You may know and feel with every inch of your heart and energy that this person is stuck in their ways and they can't change, and it's just nothing you can do about it. You know, I feel like basically when you get to that point where you are okay without this person, without having, you know, trying to wish more for them when they don't wish more for themselves, that's when Spirit is going to come in. I feel, because you're that catalyst. You're going to be that catalyst for this person healing. But anyway, back to the focus. You got to focus on you. You know, your self-worth, your self-love, showing yourself unconditional love, you know. And so you're saying, not today, not today, Satan. I'm not gonna be, you know, wrapped up in this situation with you. You can vent and say what you need to say, because I've already said what I've needed to say. I've said what I needed to say. So all this arguing, you talking to yourself, you can do that on your own. Look at that. And then we have a karmic relationship. And that's the reason why there's so much, you know, animosity, if that's the word. I think I said that right. Between you guys, so much resentment, so many triggers, is because this is a karmic relationship. Y'all had beef in a past life. And that's usually how things work out, you know. Shoot, you and this person, and it could be a sibling, friend, an actual lover. Maybe you guys were lovers in a past life, and they came back as a sibling, you know, because you guys usually stay in a close circle of people, and this group of people usually are reincarnate together, just with different roles. But with Jump In, we have the chaser with the fear of abandonment. They're chasing, they have a lot of codependencies, you know. So this is coming out with Jump In. And then we got also this person look like they're jumping over a hole in the ground, jumping off one cliff onto another cliff or whatever with the Jump In. This person truly needs to jump into their fear of abandonment, you know. They really need to jump in to understand and have compassion. I feel like, but have compassion for themselves in regards to this area. But I feel like this is here because Spirit wants you to have compassion for this person. This is showing, I feel like Spirit is showing you with, you know, the Dragonfly card here. Your ancestors are showing you as well things coming to light to heal. Spirit is saying the reason why this person won't let you go or act out, you know, because they have a fear of abandonment. Even though you have abandoned them, they are tricking their mind to think that if they trigger you or whatever, that is their way of not truly being abandoned, because you give them energy. So that I feel like they're facing their own, again, they're battling with their own demons. But Spirit says detach from it. You know what I'm saying? Even with the karmic relationship here, it has the word perception. And so, like I said before, it's all about perception of the troubles and trials that you go through. Um, it's your perception of it that either allows you to be in this old school energy of replaying events over in your head and manifesting more negativity, or, accepting things for what it is, and letting it go, letting the situation go. So this the karmic relationship card came out over give. So I feel like, and they have two hands over each other, I feel like you should just send Reiki energy to this person. Believe in the impossible, Spirit says. So if your heart, follow your intuition. If your heart says send Reiki energy to this person, doesn't mean that you have to deal with them. You can still have your boundaries up, but that doesn't take away from your ability to pray for this person. Pray for this person and pray that they jump into the healing of their fear of abandonment and codependencies. And once you put forth their prayer, again, Spirit says you need to detach, you need to separate yourself from this person and get back and focus on to your heart's desires and the things that you want to manifest. Again, expect powerful change. And I feel like once you fully detach and separate, I feel like before you do so, Spirit wants you to, if you can, just be that example. Show them some yoga, tell them about yoga and things like that, and just different ways that you can heal your inner child. And gratitude is a way as well that's coming out with the pivot. So again, surrender to the divine and pivot into gratitude, because that's going to help you in your relationships overall. So we have, again, thoughts are empowered to manifest your heart desire. So you got to release the situation with this person. Don't allow them to trigger you into a fiery climax. But two of these cards really speak about the ending of a cycle. The ending of climax means the ending, right? So your thoughts are empowered now that you have released this person emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. And love is coming in for you. Like literally love is coming here with the Cupid's arrow. You're about to be struck by Cupid's arrow. You're not going to see it coming. So we have lies here coming out with the bravery and self-indulgence. It took a lot of bravery for you to call this person out on their lies, because most people just bend and fold to them and the lies they tell. Again, look at that, betraying your pure heart. Old school, you probably let them get away with a lot of things, and people want to keep you in that same energy where they have their foot on your neck, but release that. So we have B, L, and H coming out. Your person's name may have that in it, those initials in it. It says doing all the work, delegate. And that's the reason why you had to walk away from this person. But this person coming into your life allowed you to have, again, compassion for yourself, to forgive yourself, because in doing all the work, you participated in your well running dry, your cup being empty. So you have to have compassion for yourself and set healthy boundaries, even for self, okay? And that's just being transparent. Spirit says you just got to be transparent about the situation as well. This love is all about this channel is all about love, but it may come out as tough love as well, calling you out, calling you to the table. Okay, so you doing all the work, not delegating tasks, was probably you trying to show out, so that you can have the accolades from people that you did this or you did that. And this could also be the energy of the person that you are dealing with. you know. But that's the reason why you gotta, Spirit is telling you to detach and to focus on yourself, is because you are showing your true and authentic self, and they're giving you a mask, and that's not fair, you know. So you're setting up healthy boundaries to these people. The questions on this card says, do they support your spiritual growth and well-being on all levels? You know, if they not, you probably need to let them go. It says, how have they ever supported you or encouraged you? You know, ask yourself, are they supportive in any way, shape, form, or fashion? You know. But I feel like you're not even giving this person a chance because you see that they aren't transparent. You see that they are operating within and behind a mask of themselves. So we have Capricorn coming out over karmic relationship and gift. The Capricorn card can represents the Devil card in tarot, which speaks about addictions, obsessions, the want to control. And I feel like that's everything that your karmic is made of, you know. So we have FPX coming out with the Chaser and Jump In. This person needs to jump into their healing. You feel me? Jump into those T's, darling. You need to jump into those T's. I'm going to get another card with the initials. Braid my hair. If it's meant to be, it'll be. With the Chaser card and Jump In, this person needs to face their abandonment issues. You know, and one way that they can face those abandonment issues is to learn to sit and to feel and to truly understand the phrase of, if it's meant to be, it'll be. You know what I'm saying? So if you have faith and trust in that, it'll be easier for these people to let you go, to surrender. But, you know, as of now, they are being defensive. But I feel like that Spirit is going to cut all that down with the believe in the impossible. At the bottom of the deck, you may have felt like this person will never come to their senses. But Spirit says, have faith and know that you're protected. And if you are called to still work with this person, make sure you lead by example. And exactly, with the cut down and detach, it says too much negative energy, and you gotta think about self-preservation. That's why Spirit is asking you to detach from this person, because there is some healing work that they need to do, and you know, on the second hand, that they have to do alone. They have to do this, you know, spiritual work alone. Detach, you know, cutting out separation, stop the pattern, and silent treatment. Again, it's just too much negativity, and you may have a partner that detaches from you, or you may detach from your partner. If you're single, you just become in a more depressive state, perhaps. But it must be done. Remember, we focus on the short term for a greater long term. I'm sure I'm not saying that right, but you get the gist of what I'm saying. Alright, family, I am getting super sleepy. Like, my eyes are getting really heavy right now. I feel them. It probably been that good ass breakfast I just ate from Breakfast Brothers. It was leftovers, and baby, I tell you, the Breakfast Brothers is the only location I feel that I've gotten food from that when you re-warm it up, it tastes just as good as when you got it fresh. So I'm very, 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 very excited about that, family. But I'm going to go ahead and end it there so I can go back to sleep and sleep like a baby. You feel me? Yeah.